Well, it's clear that someone in this room is overdressed. I guess I must have a slightly thicker fat layer than than some people. Right. Eskimo Joe Rayo, Fios 1 News, Hudson Valley.
And
Overheated Joe Chaffee, Fios 1 News, Long Island and New Jersey. And how are you tonight?
I'm
very, by the way, I have to say, if you're going to freeze outside, you're doing it in good fashion, and that's at the end of the day, it's all about clothes.
Well, I thought I'd warm up in the bullpen, so to speak, before I got into my car and warmed it up. So, what the heck?
A wise decision on your part. You've got the gloves.
Yes.
You've got the hat.
Yes.
And you could have better shoes, though. You can never have enough hats, gloves, and shoes.
Well, I have boots in the car just in case something happens.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good.
I'm all ready and rolling here. But it's the coldest weather we've seen in about 5 years, Joe, so I thought I'd just dress up to the occasion tonight. And it is
normally in here it's usually about 60. So lately, they've been generous and they've got the heat on, so that's a good thing.
I said there was a time a few weeks ago where we were having trouble with the thermostat. It was like 58, 59 degrees, and it would have been more appropriate then to wear this. But anyway. All right.
So you know what? This is probably it's shameless self-promotion, but at the same time, it will serve a purpose tonight, because I was trying to get, I like to use the NWS EDD, the electronic digital display, but it was unfortunately not available. But what is available?
Maybe it was frozen.
Well, it's been down since the
shutdown. Or
it went down during the shutdown, and I guess whoever it is that fixes that after came back on the furlough and went on vacation,
right? Because
it's still not fixed.
Okay.
So that being said, but if you've downloaded my weather app either on Google Play or on the Apple Store, which you can download by searching for Meteorologist Joe Chaffee, or you could just click on any of the 1,000 links that I've been putting up over the last couple of days. You could actually create this map on the app itself. And those are the current 9 p.m. temperatures. And there's one other thing, Joe, I want you to notice. We've got this fire at the Markel paper plant in Elmwood, New Jersey.
Right.
When I pulled the radar up at about 8:30, I saw what looked like a band of heavy snow that extends from Elmwood, New Jersey, southeast across New York City,
I saw that too,
and into Nassau County. So I'm thinking, it must be snowing. Maybe there's a renegade snow shower or something. That is actually reflecting the moisture from the fire, the water evaporating from the fire. They're having trouble with getting the water out of the hydrant, so they're actually pulling it out of the Passaic River.
Wow!
And this thing's going to burn, all night and all day tomorrow probably.
Why did things like this happen either on the coldest nights or the hottest nights?
I know.
Amazing.
But these are the numbers right now. I was actually a little bit surprised at how fast it got down to 10 above. I mean, I thought maybe we'd get there by about midnight or a little after, but we got there at 9 o'clock. The city's at 10. White Plains, I think that's White Plains on there. That's 5. 11 at Islip. 6 at Newark. I don't know what that -6 is up in northeastern PA, or if that's Monticello. I'm not sure. But I mean, this is really just pretty cold stuff. But you can make this, by the way. You can make these maps on the app. With the radar, and then you can overlay temperatures and wind and everything else. And of course, the wind giving us those brutal wind chills down at -10 and -20, which is
at 9 o'clock,
not fun.
At 8 o'clock, I should say, at Newburgh, they had a -20 wind chill. The winds have let up a little bit, and they're back to about -11 now. But all through the overnight, we're going to have wind gusts, sometimes in excess of 20 and 30 miles an hour, and that's going to create those bitter wind chill factors. We have wind chill advisories for just about everybody for the potential of wind chills of -25, a wind chill warning in Sullivan and western Ulster County in the upper Hudson Valley for wind chills of 30 below. And this is not a laughing matter, Joe, as you are well aware, unless if you're going to be out for a long time tonight, make sure you bundle up, because exposed areas of your skin within a matter of minutes will be under the potential of getting frostbitten.
Yeah.
By
yeah.
frigid temperature.
No, it's crazy. And this is, by the way, this is an hour ago. I didn't get a new one of this, but this is these are the temperatures in the Midwest down into the South. So you're looking at -16 in Chicago, -10 in Detroit. Milwaukee is only. There are some odd numbers here, if only because of the fact there's some lake effect going on, and depending on whether the thermometer is sitting literally right on the lake shore or if it's just inland. But we actually have some temperatures above zero, and the lake effect earlier today in Michigan. I was looking at some live streams from western Michigan. We're just crazy.
Yeah.
And we also have. Okay, I will. We also have. I'm sorry.
We do first Long Island.
Okay, Joe, you carry on this.
I'm going to carry on. All right, Joe.
I'll be right back.
We have some situation here with Fios 1. So, hey, everybody. Now I'm sitting in the big man's seat here. Joe Rayo from Fios 1 News. And Joe was talking about the frigid cold temperatures over the Great Lakes and how the interaction of the gusty west-northwest winds produced some significant lake effect along the shoreline of Lake Michigan. And what are we doing, Joe?
I am going to shrink this screen out, okay, and this way they can see your wonderful face.
Oh, okay.
And I will be back shortly.
Okay. All right.
It's television, don't worry.
All right, so here I am, and I'm wondering whether or not I could actually see the... I wonder if I'm going to work this correctly, because if you have any questions, I'd like to answer them, but I'm not sure whether or not if I hit the wrong button here. Joe is the mastermind here with all of this. So let me just take a look. Okay, those are temperatures. Hang on for a second. Well, maybe I screwed up here. Oh, there I am. All right, and yes, I can see some questions here. Jimmy Zindel says, "Love it, Rayo." And Cindy Piera, good evening, Joe. And Joe, well, good evening, Cindy. It's just Joe for the moment. Joe had to be called away for something. And I'm sure Joe, Patty Durkle will love the comments about loving the new iPhone app. He certainly worked hard to get it, a long time before it finally was accepted by Apple, but it's here now, and everybody who wants it can get it. Jason Barry, it's already 0 degrees in Orange County. Where are you exactly, Jason? I mean, Orange County is a pretty large piece of real estate. Scott Briller says, "Hey, Tim." I don't know who Tim is, but any case. So we're in the midst of a very frigid spell of cold weather, folks, and what more can I possibly tell you? I think the core of the coldest air is going to be over the mid-Atlantic region, high pressure over the mid-Atlantic region by mid-afternoon tomorrow. And then actually we're going to start warming up some. It will not be as frigid on Friday as it is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about temperatures mostly in the middle teens. Winds will still be not the ferocity of what we've seen of late over the last several hours, but the winds will still be brisk enough to keep wind chills down in the 0 to 10 above range in most areas during tomorrow afternoon. But not as frigid. You know, it's been, very cold out there when you say not so frigid on Friday, and the high on Friday probably no better than the lower 20s. Then we're going to jump on Saturday, which is also Groundhog Day, probably into the 30s, and people will be dancing in the streets by Saturday afternoon with that. And then 40 or above for Super Bowl Sunday. So any of you out there who have plans to go to a Super Bowl party, or if you're holding a Super Bowl party, you won't have to do it in frigidity. Oh, are you back already?
You're in my chair.
I'm just having so much fun with all of these people.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to know what the temperature was outside.
Oh.
So I had to walk halfway down the hallway.
It's cold enough in the hallway.
Yes, there we are. So we're together. Okay, so did you tell everybody it's going to be really cold tomorrow morning?
I told them it's going to be cold tomorrow, and then
did you tell everybody
the moderation that's coming?
Right. Did you tell them that it's going to warm up? Did you tell them that in the transition on Friday that there might be an area of snow that could make it up to about south or central Jersey.
No,
on
but
southward.
you can get into that yourself if you
Okay,
like.
well,
Right.
there might be an area of snow for central and south Jersey, and I have a map. Okay, so
You're winded, Joe.
watch the clock because we gotta be done in about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So let me just pull up this map real
Oh,
quick.
you have to do a thing from.
I gotta redo something.
Oh dear.
They're being very
All
difficult.
right, well, maybe they want to watch you in action, or if we just
we could do
shut it
that.
down. Oh, we could shut it
We
down.
could do
I don't know.
that.
It's up to you.
No, we could do that. Hold
It's
on.
your channel, not mine.
Oh my.
So
Okay,
anyway.
so here's my forecast. I did a forecast, a snow map. I just put it up on the website, and I just put it up on the app, and I'm going to bring it up for everybody to see.
And it's not really all that much to write home about.
No, and it's not, and it may or may not even hold together. But we're all adults, and we all understand that these are the risks, especially in a season like this. So, anyway, here is what I'm thinking for Friday. So, I basically drew a line across Long Island through New York City, right along Route 78, and that'll be the northern fringe of maybe some flurries. Maybe there would be, if this were, we would flurry on and off for a bunch of hours, it would be enough to produce a coating and maybe fill the cracks in the cement. And then I drew a line from 195 pretty much straight west across Pennsylvania, Route 76. I figured that would be a zone of about an inch or so, and then you get down closer to the Pennsylvania border into northern Delaware. I noticed that the plumes were giving some 1 3/4 and 2 inch amounts up there, so I figured I'm not going to argue with that. And the GFS and some of the other models are doing kind of the same thing.
Well,
So I went up to about an inch or two, assuming that it survives the trip over the mountains, because there's really not a whole lot of support with this.
But if it does survive with the temperatures as cold as they are, you have to figure that we're talking more like 15 to 1, maybe.
Yeah, I'm kind of including a little bit of that. We can really quick run through the NAM, and then I'll go play television. All right, let's. I don't know if it's the weather or not, Joe, but it's the internet in this room is taking its time loading, and that is very annoying. Okay, so here we go. So we know it's cold into Friday morning. And there's that area of snow that blossoms out a little bit. It's light stuff over Chicago and into Ohio. And the NAM, you see how it brings it, Joe? It's just like this narrow surviving band. There's no real low to this, or the upper air support is very weak at best. It's just warm air advecting across the Ohio Valley. It produces a period of snow or flurries, and this is, by the way, at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. So it would get in around noon. It would be out by 6 or 7 o'clock, and then done. And then after that, we warm up to the weekend and into early next week.
That's the atmosphere's reaction to the push of warmer, quote-unquote, air to replace the frigid, cold air that's over us right now. And so as we start moving that milder air over the colder air, as you mentioned, warm air advection taking over and producing a little bit of the flaky stuff, mostly south of New York City.
Correct. You're making me hot in that thing.
Yeah.
You really are. All right, you know what, folks? We got to wrap it up because it's getting close to the top of the hour. Another time, we've done it before, so another time we'll show you what you're doing on how we do things around here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So if you haven't done it already, download my app for Androids or iPhones, and for Android or iPhones, or for any device for that matter. So just go to Google Play or go to the App Store and search Meteorologist Joe Chaffee, and it will come up. If you just put my name in, it'll come up on Google Play, but it won't come up just my name on the App Store. I don't know why, but just do Meteorologist Joe Chaffee, or click on the link on my Facebook page. It says Use App. If you go there, you can access it that way. You can access it through the website. It's all over the place. If you can't find it, then you know what? The issue is you and not me. It's out there.
He has done everything he can to make it available to The masses.
Everybody. So
masses.
and it's absolutely free.
Yes.
Okay, it's totally free, absolutely free. If you really like it, consider jumping on my Patreon platform, which has expanded weather coverage and extra live streams and extra everything. You can imagine, and you can message me there at any time, and that's just $2 a month. And also, you can find links for that everywhere. All right. So anyhow, thanks very much for being here tonight. You say goodbye.
Goodbye, folks. See you tomorrow night. Stay warm.
Rayo, Hudson Valley, Fios 1 News, New Jersey, Long Island, Fios 1 News for me. Good night, everybody.
Or Reservoir.